A pro-Palestine protester has been charged after climbing Big Ben. Now, the man in question is 29-year-old Daniel Day. He's been charged with trespassing on a protected site and causing a public nuisance. Now, if anyone is wondering why Day climbed Big Ben to make a statement on Palestine, perhaps it's something to do with this.
If you don't do that, you are in breach of those conditions and you could be arrested.
What if we support Israel? Are we okay to stay or not?
I think I made it quite clear which side it was about. If you're in support of Palestine, then you are breaching your conditions.
And if you're in support of Israel, we can stay? Congo, Sudan. So what is this about? So
what is it about?
I understand if we can't protest at all, but like if we protest for Palestine, Sudan, Congo, we can stay. If we protest for Israel, we can stay.
Yes.
Just to make this clear. Yes. If we protest for Israel, we can stay.
Yes.
Just to make this clear.
Yes.
Now, of course, that's quite self-explanatory, right? The police are doing the work for Israel. They're banning not protests, but certain kinds of protest, which is solidarity with Palestine. Lewis, when you have the police working against the Palestinian Solidarity Campaign, continually making it difficult for pro-Palestine protests to organise, now we have footage of an officer saying, protest is fine if it's in support of Israel, then you can hardly blame Daniel Day for climbing Big Ben, can you?
Yeah, exactly. And Palestinian protesters are going to continue to take more drastic actions, especially with obviously what's happening right now. You know, they've cut off electricity. They're stopping literally anything from going through in Gaza. And a new word that I learned today as well is that they're referring to what's happening in the West Bank right now as the Gazification of the West Bank. A word that should like reach very deeply into people. Palestine protesters, the more you actually oppress people in that position, the more you're actually going to embolden them, right? The more people are going to fight back. Think about all the coverage that the Palestine Solidarity protest got when Jeremy Corbyn was involved with the issue of, you know, were they breaching the terms of the protest and yada, 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 and John McDonnell was obviously involved in that too. That just fueled it even more, right? If their goal is to continue to oppress these protests, why do they keep fueling a media circus around these issues? Obviously, a guy climbing up Big Ben is obviously going to get attention. But again, people are going to continue to take more desperate actions through protest. Obviously, right now, the news media is competing with many things that are happening in the world. And, you know, fair play, there is a lot going on. But ultimately, it is distracting away from other things that are also happening too. And obviously, Israel are going to continue to take advantage of this. You know, they monitor the media attention. They monitor what everyone is up to all the time to see who's paying attention and who isn't. And they use that to calculate what they can and cannot get away with and where they can push boundaries. And right now, they are severely pushing those boundaries. And the only statement from the UK and the Prime Minister is that, oh, we're very concerned. We're very concerned that Israel has cut off all aid, all trucks for 9 days. Now,
when was this statement given? Because I was trying to find one before the show. I even went on their Twitter.
Saw it on the
I couldn't see anything.
I saw it on the Guardian live feed like a couple of hours ago. So it happened.
So it was basically concern trolling. We're concerned.
We're concerned.
No policy.
Yeah. Exactly. And again, like just to emphasize as well, like what that means as well in terms of electricity, they have generators, they have fuel, they have backups, but that is also going to run out because they're not letting anything into Gaza right now, anything at all. No aid, no medicine, no food, no fuel, nothing. It's completely blockaded. And at some point, generators are going to run out. So the desalination plants, which desalinate water for about 500,000 Gazans, is just simply going to stop working, which means they might actually get desperate and start actually drinking the salt water. And then we have people who have been provided water, you know, just manually through bottles and tankers and stuff like that. They're not coming in. The electricity fuels wells as well. Wells need electricity to operate, so they can bring up water from underground. They don't have access to that right now, and this is increasing obviously the possibility of adding to the current genocide, meaning this is another genocidal action which can be added to their legal case at the various courts that they're going through right now, as expressed today by Francesca Albanese.
Support independent media, support social justice that's there on social media. Thank you. Turn left.